Hey guys, it is tax season again, and I am back with 2022's review of Free Tax USA. I am a mom on a budget, but I'm also a former tax preparer, so I've seen tax returns of all different kinds, and Free Tax USA is my favorite software. Okay, I know, I ruined the ending already, but it is my favorite, and in this video, I'm gonna show you why I like it so much and how it compares to other software. When you use Free Tax USA, if you have not used it in the past, you have an opportunity of uploading your 1040 so it can fill in all of your basic demographic information for you. Another thing that's great about Free Tax USA is that even though it is free federal software, it will save your information from last year. So it will pre-fill all of this demographic information. It will also even pre-fill some of your W-2 information. It'll pull in your employer from last year. It really saves you a lot of time. You can see what the navigation looks like here in Free Tax USA. It's very simple. I love these lists that it gives you. It shows you which things are common and which things are uncommon, so you can focus on the ones that you want. But I love that it does have all the options here because you might be reminded that you had something like adoption expenses or elderly and disabled credit. So even though some of those things are uncommon, I love that it lists them all out for you. After you've filled out your basic information, you can go to the summary page and it'll show you this nice breakdown of what you had last year versus this year. I love this section for helping me remember if I've forgotten anything. Let's talk about a couple of the downsides of Free Tax USA because believe it or not, there are a couple. One is that Free Tax USA does not offer uploading of forms or linking with employers or bank accounts. For W-2s, 1099s, you are gonna have to type your information. And while this is something that's advertised a lot by the other tax software, I don't really find it to be that big of a deal, especially 1099s often only have literally one number you have to type. And with the W-2s, as I said, it will pull in your information from the previous year, so it will fill out that employer information from the previous year, and you don't have to type the address of your employer every year. One form that is nice how Free Tax USA handles it though is the 1099-B. This is the form that you would use if you sold stocks during the year. And the problem with this form is that it tends to be very, very long, especially if you bought and sold a lot of stocks during the year. One thing that's nice about the way Free Tax USA handles it is because it does allow you to have a summary option and not just entering one sale at a time. So you can enter just the total instead of having to go through every single line. If you haven't reported everything to the IRS, you may have to send in another form with all the details, but you can still just enter the summary amount in Free Tax USA, which is really time saving. Oh yeah, I was supposed to be telling you the negatives of the software. I got into more positives. Let's get back to the negatives. Another thing that some people might not like about Free Tax USA is that it does not offer an app. But if you want to do your taxes on your phone, let me show you what Free Tax USA would look like on your phone. You would just use your mobile browser, go to the Free Tax USA website, and it really looks pretty simple. It's a little bit more simplified and the menu is down the side here, but you can see it's the same simple menus and you can just click on whichever section that you need and add forms in the same way. And after using a couple of the tax software apps, I feel that the Free Tax USA mobile website is actually easier to use and runs faster on my phone than the apps do. So it works even if you only want to use your mobile device to file your taxes. The last con I would say for Free Tax USA is that their website is not slick looking. It's plain, it's simple. But you know what? I actually like that better. I would much rather have an easy to use, simple website over a fancy but more difficult to get around website. All right, so let's look at a couple more positives of Free Tax USA. Besides their easy navigation, I really like their easy ways to get help. This little part here, where do I enter, can show you exactly where you need to put whatever form you have. So if you have one of those tax forms sitting in front of you and you're like, what in the world do I do with this? You just go into this menu and it'll show you exactly where you need to go. And after you click on that form, you can go to the page directly. And then if you have more questions, there's always this little question mark button that you can click and read more information about it. And I find that the articles on Free Tax USA that explain things are just as good, if not better, as the articles on different websites. And if that's not enough help, you can also get actual human support for free. Their email support is completely free with their free filing. Now, if you do want live support, you can add their deluxe software. And the deluxe includes live chat, audit assistance, and priority support, and it only costs $6.99. That's a bargain. Speaking of the cost, is Free Tax USA actually free? Let's take a look at what they offer. On Free Tax USA's pricing page, you can see that it really and truly is free. All federal returns are free, and they do include pretty much every situation under the sun. I have yet to find a form that I needed or anyone else I knew needed that wasn't included. They offer a couple upgrades, but it's really just that deluxe support for $6.99, and they also offer state returns for $14.99. So for most of us that have a federal and state return, it is going to cost $14.99, but if you use my link and my coupon code down below, it'll be a little bit cheaper than that. And for less than $15 to be completely done with your taxes, that is quite a bargain, especially for software that is really easy to use, very simple, and doesn't have crazy upselling like a lot of the other software do. If you're ready to try Free Tax USA for yourself, please use that affiliate link down below and don't forget the coupon code. Or if you want to see how Free Tax USA stacks up against the competition, check out this other video where I compare Free Tax USA against its big competitors.